Hello and welcome to my first Moonbreaker video. I'm Yazo. This is a game I am very much enjoying. I'm playing what I would describe as a scaling build in this. I'm using things like Tipu to scale up and Zuna to keep my scales alive. It's going to be a slow early game into a scaling mid game and hopefully an explosively damaging late game. That's the goal at least. I've tried it out a couple times, seemed to work well so far. We're against Gardener Zoe here. Hopefully he's not running the fucking dude that duplicates himself. I think it's the most miserable unit in the game. And we'll see in a moment when he places a unit if we're duplicating. We're not duplicating. It's Maximus. Great unit Maximus. I run it myself. My bridge is Stitchy, Maximus, Ursix Scattervine. Yes, even though I hate it, I'm still running it. Talali, and to buff the Tipu. Broken Vengeance, I think, is just a good unit. Turia and Aria package. Beetol to buff the Tipu. Tipu, who's broken, and Flurry, who just works well with the healing synergistic package I've got going on. They have placed 2 range units to start. I'm going to open with an Aria in a defensive position. I'm going to put Aria back here. Nope, I want to save. I'm going to put Vengeance into play here. Save Aria for later and move in to take the piece. Move Vengeance, and I'm going to drop Obscuring on us. I really like the Obscuring. It lets me slow down and control what they can and can't fight. Lets me force them into fighting the chef, which is always good. For those of you that don't know much about this game, we're controlling objectives. We have our captains and our summonable units. You either win by getting 10 victory points by controlling the victory point locations, or by killing your opponent's captain, which is generally a effort in attrition and futility, unless you have a Tipu with like 12 and you just bonk them, which is how a game went earlier. They're placing down their own Vengeance. That's a lot of clumping. I am now realizing that this lot of units, this build does have a problem with AoE. Handling AoE. We'll drop our Tipu. We will move our Vengeance. I do not know how this works, and we're going to find out. It does work the way I want it to. Neat. I'm going to have Vengeance kill Vengeance to kill Vengeance, and then I'm bubble Vengeance. And have you move around to become a threat. Meleeing their Maximus, who can't hit back because he has a gun, and will pass. I think that's a neat synergy with Vengeance. That if a Vengeance attacks a Vengeance, your attacking Vengeance just wins. That's fun. We got our Tupu out. We're going to start him scaling as soon as possible. I'm probably going to drop my Talali next, and possibly the robot. Stitchy McPatchy, which is very much Bodie McBoth's face. These obscure where I'm allowed to go. They're a little bit of a hassle, but stuff like Vengeance can just shred through them. Ah, good miss. Tipu doesn't quite kill Maximus, which is a shame, but Vengeance does. My hero cannot attack, or my captain cannot attack. He doesn't have the ability to fight. Neither does theirs, so we're both very supportive captains. Tipu's going to come around and do this. We are going to start. This is against this Fixer. Yeah, I think we're going to start chipping away at Fixer. I don't really want it because I can just destroy the plant here. I have 4, so I'm going to. I actually think now is when I give us. Oh, they've done an Aria. You know what? They can win the victory point gambit. I am going all in on the drum dancing. And I will provide them a Maximus, which I'm going to put in the Spirit, and try and get him over to start pressuring the Aria. Even though Aria will hurt significantly more than Maximus, it will put pressure on it.
Oh, okay, sure. Don't mind the woman behind the big gun.
So Aria is really cool. Basically, as long as she just sits there and does fuck all, she will almost always hit. It's the sniper. She's also my beloved. That's a joke stolen from Bricky. If you're watching this, you've probably seen Bricky's video on Moonbreaker. I'm gonna have 6 next turn. I might drop out Flurry, because Flurry can start clearing up a lot of this. Their Maximus is going to start chipping away at Tipu, which is fine. So I'm going to put the healing on Tipu this turn. They're going to continue to sort of bulk this out. That Ari is going to cause problems in like several turns. They haven't got the ability to put a Taria next to their Aria, which makes Aria a big problem. She's dealing like 6 each round to basically whatever the fuck she wants. We have Vengers. Okay, so first we're going to move and put the healing on you. Guess what? You're battle frenzied now. And we're going to just... I'm just going to start tearing through Beatrice. Who's going to do fuck all in response. I'm going to drop our amplifier here. And I'm going to... that was a mistake. I forgot about the armor. We're going to drop our bubble here so they can survive more. We're going to range chip away at Fixer. And range chip away at Fixer. And then move him over to start threatening Aria. And then I've got my 6 units, so I'm just going to pass. I'm like not too concerned about their victory points, but I still want to pressure their victory points. I'm not a huge fan of them just getting to sit there and do whatever the fuck they want to get their victory points. We've still got the Taria Aria combo. Flurry's just going to be good when I can drop him, sort of in replacement of like a drum dancer or a range unit that gets picked off. They're dropping something in. So they've only got 3 of their 6 units because these fuckers don't care. Oh, it's just their Aegis Sentinel. That's big, and they're going to start using a lot of their stuff. And Axel Pyro's going to... yeah. Okay. Quick question for the chat. 7. Okay, so 8, 9 is 17. I can do 17 to Gardener Zoe in one turn. I can do 8 to Gardener Zoe in one turn. This is causing problems. They're running out of time. I'm going to drop the Flurry into here. So you can start twirling away.
Can't feel it anymore.
Big money, no whammies? Hell yeah.
Yes, Captain?
I'll move you up here. Move you sort of here so it's still in range. And guess what, Buckaroo? We're going to start tearing away at your commander. Making my Tipu bigger. And we're going to drop a big twirly boy here. I still have you to move up here. Just chip away at Aria. Then zip ourselves back in a cover. And pass. This can be an objective point strategy depending on the map. If we've got one solid objective point, it's really easy for us to hold it because they can't really step up to the Tipu once Tipu starts rolling. But on a multi-objective point map like this, where I'm quite easily able to get make my Tipu into threat of the big boy. Ow. Fucking flurry punishing me. That's not what I wanted. I imagine I'm gonna lose Batol here. This game's not going great. I'll keep it a $1.50 with you. They're really putting work into their Tipu might be fucked. You deal. Oh yeah, Tipu's dead. I'm gonna chalk this one up to an L, folks. I'll be real. It's not looking great. I've lost. All I've really got is the Aria Taria plan.
You a pacifist? You got a schoolyard crush. People never learn.
Here, we'll heal you.
See to them, Dotto. She's my wingman.
Want me? I'm right over here.
I'm definitely losing this game. But we keep fighting to the bitter end.
That looked conspicuous.
I'm gonna start making scatter vines since I don't really have much else use for my cinder right now. It's going poorly. Yep. So.
Don't tell anyone.
Tipu, I think, is my favorite unit in the game. He really, like, acts as a good wall and good, like, threat to the enemy captains. You can really just stomp them down with that. This Aegis Sentinel puts in work. This makes me want to try build. Maybe next video I'll try build using stuff like Aegis Sentinel and our really big boys and like a couple of cheap ranged units, or probably just Ursix is so strong at populating the board. Like, you can never really get rid of Ursix. They're running out of time. I've definitely lost this, like.
You're wasting my time.
It's too early.
I'm gonna call it here, folks. This has been a good game. I will concede and admit good game to my opponent, who has thoroughly outpositioned me and torn through my meager offense. Have a lovely day.